good evening, everyone. We are here at the inaugural Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards here November the 5th, 2016 at the historic Bonnie Grimes Gym here in the city of York, Pennsylvania. And who's joining me is a lovely friend, Mrs. Judy Ritter-Dixon. So how are you doing today?
I am well, thank you. I am so honored to be here today.
We're honored to be graced with your presence today.
Thank you.
Are you excited about the festivities this evening?
I am. This is our community, and just to have the gym looks gorgeous, and just to have the ambiance and the people in our community be able to come and celebrate.
Yes, it is beautiful, and it is wonderful, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, definitely what it's meant for. Yes. So thank you for joining us. I hope you have a fantastic evening. We have a lot of surprises in store this evening, so be waiting. So thank you for joining us for the inaugural Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Yes.
I'm glad to be here, and the place is so beautiful. Kudos to the decorator. It's very nice.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Are you looking forward to the festivities this evening?
I am. I'm excited to see what the groups are doing to give back to the city to make it a better place. And it's always nice to celebrate the positive things that are happening in the city.
Yes, wonderful. We have a great group of nominees and a great group of awardees, and no one knows until that envelope is open.
Oh, I'm excited.
So everyone's excited, and we're so happy that you joined us today.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
I will, and you enjoy yourself.
Thank you. So how are you doing today?
Excellent. It's just good to be here to support this event and to see who get the prize.
Yes. Well, congratulations to you, because you are a top 3 nominee. Correct. Your church, correct? Yes. Best top 3 for best choir in the city of York.
I feel blessed. Thank you so much for that.
So yes.
Great. I'm glad I'm here then.
Yes, thank you. Have a good evening. Well, I'm standing here with Dustin Nispel. He is one of our best 3 poets, top 3 poets for the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards. So congratulations. You're welcome. So you're excited about this evening?
Very excited about this evening. It's a real pleasure to be nominated.
Well, wonderful. Well, it was the community's choice, so you were one of the individuals that the community felt as though deserved an award. So, it's all a surprise, so no one knows who's going to get what. And so we're so happy that you joined us this evening. We're so happy to have you. Anything else you want to share with us about you or about your business or anything like that in the city of York?
I'm co-owner of the Rooted Artist Collective at 101 North Newberry Street, promoting local art, writers, poetry, local authors, available on display and for purchase throughout the year.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations again. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Randy Flom. How are you doing?
Good, thank you.
Congratulations on being a top 3 nominee for the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards for the category of Best Photographer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So are you excited about this evening's festivities?
Very much. Not knowing much, being the first year, you don't know much about it. But I see the people's names on it who's there, and there's some very good photographers.
Yes, that's wonderful. And I know you have wonderful history in York. Do you have any history or anything you would like to share about Mr. Ray Crenshaw that you may know of or remember?
Only through the newspaper part, which I've retired a few years now, and so I haven't really been even up on the city as much as I did. But I know one thing, whenever we needed to set something up and he would let us know, he was very open to the media, at least to the photography staff. Yeah.
Wonderful. He is a very honorable man, and we're so excited in our community to honor him this evening.
Great, yeah.
And so thank you, and congratulations, and best wishes.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. So good evening, everyone. I'm here standing with Lost Cause. He is a nominee in our top 3 for Best Rap Hip Hop Artist for the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards here in the city of York. Do you want to share with me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I go by the name Khalil Thompson. My artist name is Rare Form, and I make music for a group, Lost Cause, out of York, Pennsylvania. And me and my DJ, 10th Power, we started first making music when I was 16, about 8 years ago. I took a break for a while, went away to school, took some time to find myself, and I've been rapping hard now for about 2 years. And within the 2 years, it's been a lot of peace, positivity, and nothing but blessings so far. So I just want to spread nothing but a positive message within the music and get it out to the youth. I feel as though that's most important.
Wonderful. How do you feel about this evening's festivities and being nominated?
this evening's festivities, I feel as though it's wonderful, especially for the city. It feels good to see everybody come together and stuff like that. And I feel as though that's all we need is the commitment and the city to come together to progress. I feel it's an honor to be nominated. I wasn't expecting it at all, you know, and even if we do win or we don't win, it's just a blessing to even be here.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations. Thank you, and enjoy the festivities, and we'll see who wins tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm standing here with Miss Shelby Wormley. She is a nominee in the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards in the category of top 3 photographer here in the city of York. Congratulations, Shelby.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. How did it feel to be nominated?
It felt really great. It was just nice knowing how appreciated I was from everyone in the community and that people notice. So it felt great. I was really surprised.
Yeah, wonderful. And what interests you about photography? That's your passion and your thing that you do?
Really, well, photography to me is it's not just art. It's healing, and it just it's my voice. I guess everyone has their thing,
yeah.
Whether you sing, dance, however you choose to express yourself.
Yes.
And photography is my form of self-expression that
Yes.
I chose to go with.
Yes. Well, congratulations. And we're excited that you're here, so enjoy the festivities.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, everyone. It is very nice to see all of you. Thank you for joining me for the inaugural Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards. Indeed. This evening will be a celebration of the legacy of service and dedication that Mr. Ray Crenshaw has given to our community. It is an honor to stand before each of you today as your mayor and bringing forth an event such as this, one that is filled with the celebration of a life of service and dedication to our York. It is also an honor to be standing before you, bringing this event to fruition in our very own Bonnie Grimes Gym. Yes. A hallmark in our own community, known for many years as a place where we once gathered together in celebration of our community. Memories of the Miss Fine Brown Frame contest, community dances, and basketball games all come to mind when you think of this remarkable place. Well, tonight I also need to squash a few rumors. This gym is not closing. Okay, good. You didn't hear that. We commit that our Bonnie Grimes Gym will continue to stand and serve our community as a place of belonging, a place of festivity, and a place of cultural renaissance. What it has been, and simply put, what it should always be. I would like to give a tremendous thank you to our gracious sponsors that have made tonight's event possible. Thank you to Shipley Energy, Columbia Gas, First Energy, Elite Property Management, and our designer extraordinaire, Victoria Kingeni Woodard of Gusa by Victoria. Did I hear somebody ask me what I was wearing tonight? Gusa by Victoria. Thank you to each of you for your generosity and willingness to support our community and the people that make our community the lively, diverse, and robust York that it is today. I would also like to give a special thank you to our event designer, the person that made and transformed our Bonnie Grimes Gym into this utmost elegant venue, Miss Loma Glover of Timeless by Loma. Thank you as well to her volunteers, which most are all students, or were all students from the best high school ever, my alma mater, York High. Thank you all. And thank you to our caterer, Miss Jennifer Heasley of Game Day Kitchen, for adding a delicious variety that I'm positive met each of our palates. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Couple more thank yous, folks. Thank you to Miss Nicole Gaines for her assistance in working with our office and planning this event. A special thank you. And a special thank you to 3 very fine and talented young ladies who can be found every day right in my office of the mayor, Mrs. Deborah Bush, Ms. Aguina Washington, and our intern, Ms. Morgan Gilmore. Special thank you. A special thanks to my mom, Clara Anderson, for your help too. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for all that you've done to ensure the successfulness of this event. So, the reason why we're here, we are here today to pay tribute to a man that has given so very much to the stability that has been woven into the fabric of our community. Mr. Ray Crenshaw, the Christian, the husband, the father, the dedicated public servant, the leader, the advocate, a Mason, and an elected official, a man who has exemplified the term public servant and has undoubtedly opened the doors for many of us in this room and throughout the city of York just to be able to stand and be in the positions that we're in today. Mr. Crenshaw is not able to be with us tonight, but without a shadow of doubt, we know he would be delighted in all that we have in store for this evening. As a side note, we also know he would not be very happy with some of us in our community who are planning not to vote on Tuesday. That would not be Mr. Crenshaw. And I beg you, in the name of Mr. Crenshaw and all of us, please make sure you get out and vote on Tuesday. Please stay true to this and vote. Mr. Crenshaw, a veteran of the United States Air Force, moved to York after completing college at Lincoln University in 1955 and met Mrs. Helen Thaxton. Their relationship blossomed in such a way that he adopted her as his mother and made his home right here in York. As a self-employed businessman owning a successful local laundry business and manufacturing company, he could often be found assisting other young entrepreneurs in the successfulness of their own businesses. Mr. Crenshaw was a key member of the York Charrette, which helped to birth agencies that still exist in our community today, such as the Housing Council and the York City Human Relations Commission. He was a York City Council member from January 1992 through December 2001. In 2001, Mr. Crenshaw became York's first African-American mayoral candidate. He is a dedicated husband to his lovely wife, Miss Dorothy, and devoted father to his 2 sons, Robert and Russ. He's a longtime and dedicated member of Small Memorial AME Zion Church, where he has served as the chairman of the trustees and as a Sunday school superintendent. Mr. Crenshaw has faithfully served on numerous boards and organizations in our community with loyalty, commitment, and excellence. Having a special place in his heart, a place he has served as a board member or in some leadership capacity, the Crispus Addicts of York is his most pride and treasured organization. His quiet manner, deep abiding faith, and respect for others is well known in our community, as he is recognized through the County of York for his untiring efforts to promote human relations and civil rights. To pay tributes to Mr. Crenshaw, we have a brief video that we would like to share at this time.
Well, Mrs. Crenshaw, thank you so very much for welcoming us into your home so that we can learn so much more about Mr. Ray Crenshaw.
You're certainly welcome.
Thank you. Well, I have a few questions, and the main one is, what most would you like us to know about your husband, Mr. Ray Crenshaw?
The most important thing that I would like for you to remember and the community to remember is that he was such a kind soul, and he wasn't just kind to the upper crust. He would talk to anybody on the street, to the bag people, bag ladies. He would invite people here anytime I would get off from work. he would have somebody here
Wow.
to get something to eat.
Wow.
That was mostly, and he would do favors for anybody. And the other thing I like people to remember is that he was an avid Christian. His faith was very, very important to him. Yeah, I remember Joanne Borders told me, and I didn't even know this, she was a member of our book club, and she told me that when she went to find a job, someone told her, said, well, go talk to Ray Crenshaw. So she told me that he was instrumental in getting her job in Harrisburg.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
And different people, when I go to different churches visiting out of town, they would say, Ray Crenshaw, I know that name. And then when I would talk to them, they said, yeah, they've been knowing him for years. And the things that he would do, kind things that he had done for them. Yeah.
Hi everybody, my name is Diana Thompson Mitchell and I am the city clerk of this fabulous city we call York, PA. It is with great pleasure that I take part in honoring our good friend and pioneer Ray Crenshaw. Even though we come here today of many different races and jobs and interests and backgrounds, there's one thing that we all have in common, and that's our admiration of this wonderful man that we call who? What's his name? I can't hear you. Say it louder. That's right, Ray Crenshaw. I met Ray 20 years ago when I interviewed for the job of city clerk. I was all but, 7 years old? Okay. If you're doing the math, maybe I was more like 12. But anyway, I remember walking into Market Way West and there were people sitting around, about 10 people, and I could overhear their conversations, and they were talking about their education and their background, and this one was in Calvin Klein and this one was in Liz Claiborne, and here I sit in my cotton dress from Hills. Do you all remember Hills? I used to love Hills. But anyway, my turn comes up and I walk into the room and their council sits all seated around the table with Ray Crenshaw sitting right there. And they asked me to read a resolution, and the resolution had the word Historical Architectural Review Board. And I read it, Historical Agricultural Review Board. And I knew that I messed up because the look on their faces was something didn't happen right. So I knew Ray picked up on that because Ray gave me an opportunity to sell myself. And he asked me, what makes you the best person for this job? And I remember feeling so relaxed at that point. And then I went in and I was telling them, oh, I'm from here. I was born and raised here. My family is from here. I said, I know that I'm representing the council and that I shouldn't be out at the Legion hanging out, getting drunk, guys hanging all over me. So Ray got a kick out of that because he was sitting back there in the room and he was cracking up. Well, lo and behold, I ended up getting the call and I got the job. And so now I sit here now with you 20 years later, still in this position, 20 years later at age 27. Sitting here at this job, and that was because Ray Crenshaw took part in giving me an opportunity. Now I tell you this not because it's about me, but it's about a man who always supported and uplifted the underdog, and Ray was that person. And it's because of Ray giving me that opportunity to be in this position now that I went to school. I went to Penn State. I became a paralegal in Notary Public, and I'm still here 20 years later in a job that I love and that I thrive in. And there's, with Ray, there's so many things we can say about him. We know he's knowledgeable in so many things, especially the civil rights movement from back in the 60s. At one time, I think Ray even told me where Pirate's treasure was buried. I don't know. But Ray can tell you everything that he knew about the civil rights movement here in York, PA. And there's one thing that we all know about Ray is that he continued to tirelessly keep his hand on the pulse of this community. You know, my father once told me that there are three kinds of people in this world: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and those who say, "What happened?" Well, Ray was definitely one of those men who would make things happen, because he wouldn't just look around and see that things that needed attention. He would actually take action. Now, we look at Ray and we see a man who wore many different hats, from the NAACP to a councilman to the head of the Democratic Party, school board director, mayoral candidate, and community activist. We just know that Ray never said, "Let somebody else do it." He said, "I'll take that on." So Ray, I would like to say thank you for being a man of action. Thank you for being an important part of our community. Thank you for giving us, the underdogs, a chance. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be the community we are today. So for that, Ray, I say, mwah, thank you, and I love you, my friend. Bye.
Thank you. And thank you, Mr. Crenshaw, for all that you have given our York. We would not be the community that we are today if not for you. Mrs. Crenshaw, Ms. Dottie, would you and your family please join me on stage, if you can, please? We also are presenting a presentation here to Mr. Crenshaw, an appreciation for your legacy of honorable service and dedication to the city of York, given on this day, November the 5th, 2016. We also are presenting Mr. Crenshaw with a key to the city of York, and we also have a proclamation from York City Council to present as well. Congratulations, thank you so very much, and we'll allow you to say a few words, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I just want to personally thank you all for coming. I had thought about bringing Ray, but he's very, very ill. I know he would want to have been here, but I just want to thank you so much. I don't even have words to express. I'm going to see if Russ can say something.
Good evening. This is a very wonderful award tonight. I don't know how to, like Dottie said, properly express the feelings that we have. And it's hard to talk about your dad. You know, like he's honored for something. You just like, that's dad. You know what I mean? Hey, you know, if somebody needed something, he was there. If somebody had trouble, he was trying to figure out a way to help them. And there's no limit to the love and helpfulness that he provided to me and my brother and our entire family. I am just so proud of Ray as a man and as my father. So while I'm walking around here, if you hear a lot of clip-clopping, that's me trying to fill those shoes that are too big for my feet. But I hope in some way I can be a help to this community and I can be a support in a way that would make him proud. So thank you all for coming tonight. Sister Mayor, we thank you so much for this. This is very nice. It was somewhat of a surprise and, you know, it was like, oh my goodness, but this is really great. Thank you so much.
Thank you again to the Crenshaw family. We are going to move tonight's program around just a little bit. Understand the recipient of this next award is not feeling too well. A dear friend of Mr. Ray Crenshaw, ironically. We are, every year, we will be presenting the most prestigious award of the evening in years to come. It will be named the Mr. Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Award. The award will be given to an individual in our community that has maintained and emulates the impeccable character of Mr. Ray Crenshaw. An individual that has harnessed the same liveliness towards public service and community giving. An individual that has kept the trails of destiny forged by Mr. Crenshaw by opening the doors for many others in our community to continue blazing through. This year, I am delighted to present the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Award to Mr. Bonnie Grimes. And Mr. Grimes is accompanied by many family members tonight, a couple dear friends, Mr. Doug Smallwood and his wife. His bio is at the end of the page of our program. And I can come to Mr. Grimes if that's better? Okay, all righty. I do have a note here I must read as well. It is from his lovely wife, dear Vonnie. I can come down to him? Okay. Dear Vonnie, sorry I will not be present to share this great evening with you. It is an honor to be recognized for all the things you have done for the city of York. I know you will continue to do great things. My prayers, love, well wishes are always with you and in my absence. I miss you very much. Love, Lorraine. And again, this award is the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Award presented to Mr. Bonnie Grimes, who happens to be a very dear friend of Mr. Ray Crenshaw, on this day, November the 5th. Thank you so very much for all that you have done for our community and all those that you've helped along the way, sir.
I want to say this. I love him very, very much. Because he was exactly what they were talking about. He was always good. And he always knew what he wanted to do. And I knew him 1950 when he first came out of the service and came to York. And and so I just want to let you know that I appreciate what you did for him tonight.
It really just warms my heart when we think about these great people that have blazed a trail for many of us in our community. I thank God for you all, and thank you. So, in the spirit of Mr. Crenshaw and all that he has done and given to our community, we have a whole host of other people to recognize this evening as well. And to share more about our program this evening, please join me in welcoming to the podium my Director of Community Relations, Ms. Seguina Washington. She's also wearing Goosa by Victoria, in case you were wondering.
Good evening, everyone. All of you look so lovely and beautiful this evening. What an evening do we have in store for all of you. To all of our top 3 nominees in each of our respective categories, could you please stand? Don't be shy. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. And it is because of all of you, each of you in this room, as well as thousands in our community that voted for them to be our top 3 nominees in each of the respective categories for the inaugural Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards here in the city of York. Wouldn't you say to everyone that they did a phenomenal job on their selection for our top 3 categories? Well, I don't know about you, but I'm ready to get the program started. We have many surprises in store for you this evening. So without further ado, it gives me the greatest pleasure to welcome to this podium our mistresses of ceremony, Miss Cherie McFadden and Miss Gretchen Williams.
Turn me on, DJ. Hi, everybody. How are you guys all doing tonight? I know you've been asked a few times. You look great. Give yourselves a round of applause, because you look nice. All right, all right. So I'm going to just move this a little bit over here. Towards the end just a little bit. I don't like too much stuff in my space, y'all. So tonight we have a beautiful evening planned for you guys. I know you guys are ready. And again, thank you to all of you guys on behalf of the city of York for your service and dedication to the city. Congratulations, Mr. Vonnie Grimes, on your award. It is very well deserved. And for your commitment. Thank you for joining us for honoring Mr. Ray Crenshaw. Please let's give a shout out to our DJ Cashmere in the rear. And please, if you could please.
Go. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. All the way up. I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. What you want?
Miss G. DJ Cashmere, did she tell you to play that song? Miss G, what has gotten into you?
Girl, I thought this was the BET Awards.
She came out looking like it was the BET Awards, didn't she? Give it up. Look, y'all see the cape? Y'all see the cape? This is the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards, Miss G. I'm gonna give you a second to pull yourself together, please. Where is, let me see. I know you're gonna need this. Here you go, Miss G. I know you're gonna need it. Moving all around and stuff. Now you take a minute. Could you play something a little bit more appropriate? DJ Cashmere, please.
How you feel, brother?
Y'all know it.
You feel good?
Don't be afraid to move. We left some room in the seats for y'all. Look, somebody's sitting in their seat right now like this.
Call your name. I don't want people to know you're in here. How you feel?
Foot going like this. Somebody tapping off feet like.
You're getting down. Look at him. We're gonna have a fun, good time.
Are we all?
We're gonna have a fun, good time.
Let's see. We got a choir nominated tonight, I believe. And so I know some of y'all know the choir clap.
Good time. Let's take them up, Fred.
All right, over here we got a little bit of participation. All Look at this cape. Yes, Miss G. I see y'all. Well, we're going to get right into it. All right. So, our first category that we will be announcing for the evening will be going to our Best Service Professional. And the nominees are, we're going to pretend like there's one of those screens that has their names as I say it. Okay? And the nominees are, for Best Service Professional, of the York City Police Department, Officer Joseph Callahan. You guys know, like, the perfect clap time. I didn't even have to be like this. Everybody faded out at the same time. Such unity. White Rose Ambulance. And York City Department Fire and Rescue Services. And the winner is, I'm finding out with y'all too. Well, it's not that person. They had a write-in? They had a write-in nominee? For Best Service Professional, York City Fire and Rescue Services. So feel free to come down in front of the step and repeat. We're going to take a photograph, and the mayor will be taking photographs with all of our winners this evening at the end of the program at the step and repeat in the rear. Let's please give it up one more time. The City of York Department of Fire and Rescue Services provides professional, courteous, and effective and timely emergency response to protect the lives and property of York citizens and visitors. They make every effort to reduce the risk to citizens through fire prevention, public education, and fire investigation. Please, let's give another round of applause for our winner for Best Service Professional. Next, we have Best Latin and Spanish Food Restaurant. Now, this was a hard one, I'm sure, but they got it down to 3, y'all. And our 3 nominees are El Caribe Grocery, Mi Caldero, and York Fried Chicken. And the winner is... I get happy about food, so... even though I'm not eating. Mi Caldero. All right. You gonna have to cut that. Look, the mayor's up here tapping her feet. Cut that, DJ. She was ready to get up. I saw her. She had the shoulders and the feet tapping. She thinks she cute, y'all. She got her goosa on. So since Mi Caldero is not here, Miss G will be accepting the award on their behalf. So let's please give a round of applause for Mi Caldero. Mi Caldero is at 605 South George Street and is known as the perfect destination for Latin comfort food, focusing on freshly prepared, authentic Puerto Rican favorites. Make sure you stop in this week. All right, moving on. We have our Best Coffee Shop nominees. And for our nominees, we have the Green Bean Roasting Company, Ironic, and New Grounds Roasting Company. I'm so anxious for this, because anybody who knows me know that my office is at New Grounds and my secondary office is at Ironic around the corner, so the anticipation. And the winner is New Grounds.
Oh yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, hey, 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 Mr. Postman. Whoa, yeah.
All right, so since New Grounds is not here, both Miss G and I will accept this award on their behalf. I feel like I just won this award. So thank you. Thank you all. Now, New Grounds is an independent, family-owned coffee company located on West Market Street in downtown New York. They custom roast in-house, uniquely sourced, single-origin coffee beans from around the world on site using their very own 24-kilo commercial roasting machine. New Grounds Roasting Company is also the home to the Shop at New Grounds, an alcohol-free, all-age entertainment venue that regularly holds concerts and art shows for the local community. Let's give it up for New Grounds once more. Our next award, because no city would be complete without your favorite corner store. The place you run to when you're like, ooh, I'm making my baked mac, but I forgot the milk. The corner store is open. Oh, I need some cat food. The corner store is open. Dag, I need some Pampers. The corner store is open. Want a bag of candy for $1? The corner store is open. After church? Y'all know. The corner store is open. So, our nominees for Best Corner Store are Bev's, EB's Food or EB's Market, and Green Food Market. And the winner is Green Food Market.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T, not what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T, take out D-C-T. Sock it to me, 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 sock it to me. Just a little bit, little rich way, just a little bit. I'll get tired, just a little bit. Keep on trying, just a little bit. You're running out of food.
Since opening in August 2014, the Green Food Market has provided outstanding service to the George Street Commons housing development, the surrounding neighborhoods, and the downtown area of York City. The market is one of the few stores to offer city residents access to fresh fruits and vegetables. Please join us in congratulating Green Food Market. You can step down in front of there if you like. Congratulations and thank you for your service. I usually have to tell people about the 10 clap minimum, but you guys seem to have it under control. I appreciate it. So our next category is for the best barbershop. See, I told y'all she was doing too much. She forgot she had that cape on. She had to wear it up here. She might have to give me a little swipe. This hair. All right, so for best barbershop nominees, we have Phase 2 Cuts, Tony Orr, Sons and Daughters Barbershop, and World of Cuts. Our winner for Best Barbershop Tony Orr, Sons and Daughters.
Diamond line, lover boy.
Ward became a licensed barber in 1989 and has been the owner and operator of his barbershop at 116 West Philadelphia Street in the Central Market District since 2000. Tony has always employed quality barbers that have a good reputation in the community. Today, Tony's sons and daughters join him at the shop, offering stellar services to their customers. Congratulations. So, our next award category is Best Hair Salon. Now, I see a lot of fly ladies in here, hair's toss. We got big hair, little hair, curly hair, straight hair, your hair, their hair. So I know this was a hard one, okay? So for Best Hair Salon, the nominees are
POB Studio. Oh, I'm sorry.
Miss G.
I'm sorry.
It's the cape, y'all. We're gonna just keep blaming everything on the cape. Okay? We have Beneath the Surface Salon. Diane and Anita's Beauty Salon. And Diddy and Smiling John's Barber and Beauty Salon.
All my favorites.
And the winner is Beneath the Surface.
Way on inside, juice, I put it in the air. Way on inside, juice, I put it in the air. Don't want to smack that. Don't care. I know you care. My footer. Not my footer. Her in it, footer. Her little footer. Spin it. Put down your hands up.
This one's near and dear. This is like my big sister, y'all, so I'm really excited for her. Beneath the Surface and the professional staff at Beneath the Surface at 658 West Market Street offers knowledgeable and courteous service. They strive to nurture their customers' hair as well as their soul. They believe that if you look good, you feel good. And if you feel good, you will do good. All right? All right, get my bearings. Our next category is for Best Beauty Supply Store. Now, we all know, ladies, and maybe gentlemen, if you've had to take a trip or two, that picking your beauty supply store is a hard thing. You gotta make sure they have everything you need all the time. And next to the best corner store, we like to know we have the best beauty supply store. If I can go somewhere and get shoes, jewelry, makeup, stuff for my hair, and depending on which one, toys, clothes, nylons, then I'm in there. I am in there. So our nominees are Ace Discount, Golden Beauty Supply, and Hair Depot. And the winner for Best Beauty Supply Store is Hair Depot.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Op.
Hair Depot is located at 137 North Duke Street and offers a vast variety of beauty supply products in a bright and welcoming atmosphere with friendly staff and reasonable prices. Let's give it up one more time for Hair Depot. Congratulations. Okay. Keeping right along with looking good and feeling good, we are going to announce our nominees for the Best Nail Salon. So our nominees are Sky Nails, Som Nails, and Yorktown Hotel and Spa. And the winner is Yorktown Hotel and Spa.
It's time for me to take it. I'm the boss right
So
now.
accepting this award on behalf of Yorktown Hotel and Spa will be Miss G. Please join us in congratulating Yorktown Hotel and Spa. Our next category will be Best Apparel Store. And the nominees are The New Hub, Sneaker Villa, and Sweet Melissa's Dream. And the winner is The New Hub. Somebody wanted them when they were like, yeah. Let's give it up for Mr. Willie. He said, no, you guys know. That's one of his pieces, y'all. Y'all know y'all can go to Mr. Willie's or the New Hub for prom, church, homecoming, a day out, a night out, an afternoon out, stepping out of your house, going back in. He has something for all shapes and all sizes. Let's please welcome and congratulate us. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Willie. This is live, y'all. We're going to put that in the bloopers, Mr. Willie. He has styled everybody in this first row, y'all. Some of y'all wearing something from the New Hub. So at this time, we are going to have a brief intermission. And during our intermission, well, first, before our intermission, let's please give a thunderous round of applause for all of our winners and all of our nominees. We're going to have a brief intermission, and during the intermission, you will be listening to the sounds and talents of composer and pianist, Mr. Peter Baltros. Peter moved to York, PA from Egypt, and I have never met anyone more passionate and humble and dedicated to their crafts and to their community. He loves York, PA. He is an advocate and an ambassador for York, PA, and we're really excited to have him here tonight. If you like what you hear, you can also hear him play during his premiere concert November 18th at the Pullo Center. It starts at 7 p.m. Tickets are $25, and he would love to see all of you there. The theme of the night is Dare to Dream. So during his concert, which is entitled Shine, he wants to encourage members of the community and especially the youth to never give up on your dreams and pursue them relentlessly, okay? So if you know any young people and if you know anyone that would benefit from that message, it is going to be a night to remember. There's a lot of surprises in store, so we're really excited about it. It's November 18th, 7 p.m., and you should have a little flyer in your program. If you have your flyer, wave it. Wave it in the air. All right, all right. All right, so we're expecting to see some of you guys. So please join me in welcoming to his piano, Mr. Peter Bathros. And nominees, please remain for the entirety of the program so that we can make sure we get your picture with Mayor Bracy. So if you guys have to go to the bathroom or if you want to refill on refreshments, the bathrooms are in the rear. The ladies is on your left. The gentleman is on your right. All right, and we will see you all back in your seats in 10 minutes. All right, everybody. Let's please give another round of applause for pianist and composer Mr. Peter Bathros. Please do not forget to take your flyer for the November 18th concert. It will be definitely a night to remember, so make sure you come out and shine with us. All right, as everyone is making their way back to their seats, we would like to take a moment to say thank you again to all of our amazing sponsors and everyone who helped to make this event possible and beautiful tonight. Isn't it gorgeous in here? Isn't it gorgeous? If you've grown up or been around and seen the gym, this is like a complete transformation. So it's really exciting to be here. We would like to thank Shipley Energy, First Energy, Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, Elite Property Management, and Comcast. We would also like to thank our performer, Peter. Our DJ, our sound, our lighting has all been provided by Smart Sound, by Mr. DJ Cashmere in the rear on the ones and twos. We have our photographer, Anthony Beard. Please give it up for our photographer for the evening. And I'm not sure if you guys have been introduced to Miss Morgan. This is Miss Morgan. She is interning with the city of York, and from what I hear and from what I see, she is an amazing, amazing, amazing young lady. She is in her senior year, and she is deciding between Westchester and Kutztown to pursue her criminal justice degree. So let's give it up for her. Also, the venue has been decorated ever so beautifully by Miss Loma Glover. Y'all didn't know a gym could look like this, did y'all? Some of y'all have not been in a gym since prom. And who said we ain't had no prom? Oh, Miss Pine Brown. And we would also like to recognize Miss Victoria. Miss Victoria, can you please stand? There she is. Miss Victoria has designed all of our pieces for Mayor Bracy, Equina, Miss Gretchen, and myself, and these are all custom designed pieces straight out of her new showroom at 252 West Philadelphia Street, just 2 doors down from Ironic. Look for the blue door and the beautiful, beautiful sign that says Gusa by Victoria. So please give another round of applause for Miss Victoria and for us, because I think we just look so great in all of our pieces. All right. Enough about us. We're going to get right back into it. You guys ready? You guys ready for the next set of nominees and award winners? Well, let's give all of our first set of winners another round of applause. And we're going to get right into it. So, coming back, because of the award that it is, I feel like I have to say this, so we're going to just announce them off the rip. It's a hip hop award. Not exactly hip hoppy. But for Best Rap and Hip Hop Artist, nominees include Young Vicious, aka Darrell Wilson Jr., Lost Cause, Khalil Thompson, and Vision, Mr. E.C. Holmes. And the winner is Khalil Lost Cause Thompson.
Why do you take 2 hours in front of the mirror in the bathroom, getting yourself ready for who? And why do I stand there like a statue, watching you like a little
Khalil Thompson, age 24, is a rap artist born and raised in York. Khalil began creating and rapping his own lyrics at age 12, and at 16 did his first live performance. Influenced by artists such as Kid Cudi, Meek Mills, and many underground rappers, Khalil comes to the rap community with an appreciation for unique, raw talent. Lost Cause is comprised of Keith Mitchell, Sr., aka 10th Power, from Long Island, New York, a DJ, beat maker, producer, mixer, arranger, and studio engineer, and Khalil Thompson, aka Rare Form, the hip-hop MC. With its team of producers, Lost Cause expresses their point of view on global issues through original music. Their first album, titled Paradise Depression, was released on March 18th, 2016, and a second album, an EP titled The Essence, is to be released soon. Khalil advises young artists pursuing a career to be different. Let's please give another round of applause for our Best Rap and Hip Hop Artist Award winner, Lost Cause. I just want to keep doing the Jeopardy music as they walk off the stage, but I won't. Our next award category is for Best Singer. Now, I had a small selection prepared, but I didn't have enough time to practice. But I wanted to do these nominees justice. So, our nominees are Brittany Brooks, the Russums. Y'all hear me try to hit all y'all notes? I tried to hit all the parts. And Bridget Shockley. I said I didn't practice, so. And the winner for Best Singer is the Rossums. Look, they walking all together on beat. They have done this a lot, y'all. They was supposed to coordinate. Corinne came in stripes. They was like, it had to be Corinne. The Rossums are a family gospel singing group consisting of 4 sisters. They're missing Carissa. Sierra, Carissa, Corinne, and Casey. Their first public appearance was at a wedding vow renewal ceremony for their grandparents in 1995. This is when their parents noticed their collective singing talent. They performed at the inauguration of the current mayor of the city of York, Mayor Kim Bracey. They won Showtime at the Apollo and went on to make it to the semifinal rounds in the 2010 season of America's Got Talent. They were also contestants on the 2012 season of X Factor, where they made the top 100. They continue to sing throughout their community and at various events in churches. Please, let's give another round of applause for the Rossums. All right, our next award category, we're going to keep it creative. Again, we are announcing the best poet. So I prepared a small poem. Poets are great. Poets are neat. Sometimes they give less, sometimes they give more. Here are the nominees for the best poet for the Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards. It's like that was off the top, but that was good, wasn't it? Thank you. Thank you. I'm not up for an award. But the best poet nominees are Carla Christopher, Dustin Nispel, and Gerald Proctor. And the winner is Gerald Proctor. A native of York, Mr. Proctor has been writing poetry for over 35 years. He doesn't look like he could have been doing anything for 35 years, does he? He is inspired by poets such as Langston Hughes and Maya Angelou. Mr. Proctor has performed in various venues and wants his poetry to uplift, inspire, and motivate. In addition to poetry, Mr. Proctor is also a basketball coach for the York High 7th and 8th grade teams, a hall monitor at Jackson Elementary, and the strength and conditioning trainer for the boys and girls basketball and girls volleyball, as well as the free exercise program entitled the Bearcat Boot Camp. Mr. Proctor continues to make a difference to the youth and adults in the city. Please, let's give another round of applause for Mr. Proctor. Our next category is for Best Photographer. It's one of my favorite categories. So our nominees are Randy Flom, Lawrence Tyler, and somebody that I think just happens to be so amazing, Shelby Seaton. And the winner for Best Photographer is Mr. Lawrence Tyler. Keep it going, keep it going. Born and raised here in York, Lawrence graduated from William Penn, where he excelled in football and wrestling and went on to attend West Virginia State. Lawrence started in the photography business after learning from his brother, Stanford. Through his photography, he has continued to serve the community in various ways, including many cancer awareness projects, church functions, and providing free photos for local children during the holidays. His photographs truly reflect the quality that he has perfected during his 20-plus years experience. Please join us in congratulating against Mr. Lawrence Tyler. Okay, y'all. Now we're going to take it to church real quick. All right? Is that all right? I said, is that all right? If that's all right, let me hear it. That's all right. All right. I don't know why she let me up here on this mic. So, our nominees for Best Church Choir, okay? Now, I'm just going to tell you guys this. Best Church Choir isn't just about the voice, collectively. Does your choir, do they rock and sing? Who also has the best church clap? I feel like a good choir can get the whole audience up, okay? So the winner of tonight's Best Church Choir is going to be a choir that does just that, all right? They make you laugh, think, cry, and sing along. A good church choir will have you feeling like you're a part of the choir, okay? So our nominees for the Best Church Choir are Bible Tabernacle Christian Center, Fairview Full Gospel Church, and New Covenant Community Church. And the winner for Best Choir, Bible Tabernacle Christian Center. Look, Reverend Scott said, all right, you guys go head up. I hope you guys have something prepared. Y'all see her little sparkle in her heels? All right. Bible Tabernacle Voices for Christ serve at the Bible Tabernacle Christian Center at 361 South Pine Street under Bishop Carl H. Scott. The non-denominational Bible-based Christian church believes that the Word of God is changing lives in our community. Their inspiring gospel choir has provided music ministry for the church as well as the York community for the past 39 years.
I just want to know, are you hot?
I'm a little hot. Could you fan me a little bit, Miss G? Just a little. Oh. I'm going to do a little twirl. Whew. Well, thank you. Thank you. Whew.
I think I'm going to enjoy this over here.
So our next category is for Best School Teacher. And our nominees are all educators, and we think that it's very important that we continue to uplift and inspire and motivate and congratulate and appreciate our educators, because a lot of times they spend more time with our children than we may. So I think if you have a teacher who's made a difference in your life or is making a difference in the lives of your children, or if you know someone who works with children as an educator or in that capacity, please, please continue to encourage them, because they need it. Because some of these kids, y'all, some of these kids. All right, so our nominees for Best School Teacher are Deb Blair of Logos Academy. She just happened to actually also be my son's third grade teacher. Chrissy Washington. And Tynesha Wilkes. And the winner for Best School Teacher is... You guys are all winners, let me just say that. Miss Chrissy Washington.
Life, I wonder, will it take me under? I don't know. Imagine smoking weed in the street without cops harassing. Imagine going to court with no trap.
Accepting this award on her behalf is her mother, Let's please give it up. Because without her mom, there would be no Miss Chrissy. And in order to be a good educator, you have to be well educated yourself. So thank you for your example, Mom. Chrissy Washington was born and raised in York. Miss Washington is in her 16th year of teaching middle school English language arts and social studies for the school district of the city of York. She began her teaching career at Hannah Middle School, where she taught for 10 years, Edgar Frost Smith School for 1 year, and currently is at McKinley K-8 Middle School, where she has been for 5 years. As an employee of the district, she has also had the opportunity to coach the junior high track and field teams from 2006 to 2011. In her spare time, Chrissy enjoys traveling, going to museums, and DJing private events for her small LLC business. She enjoys her job as an educator for the school district of the city of York because it grants her an opportunity to inspire our youth. Please, once again, congratulate Miss Chrissy Washington. Keeping with the theme of keeping these kids together, y'all, we have our best after-school program. Now, I'm going to have Miss G announce this award. But our after-school programs in the city of York, I know there are a lot of them, and it was very hard to pick 3, so we thank you guys for narrowing it down. But again, if you know anybody who works with children, is in a capacity to educate, please continue to encourage them and send kids to any one of the youth programs that you may be aware of. So the nominees are the Salvation Army, Yaya Girls, and the YWCA Quad program. So Ms. G, the winner is
The best school after-school program is the YWCA QOP.
Let's give it up for QUAP. Is anybody here from QUAP? All right, under the direction and leadership of Mr. Mike Swift, who also directs the Temple Guards. And I believe you had 100% college acceptance rate for all the kids in your program, is that right? All right. YWCA QUAP is a free after-school program for female and male students in grades 9 through 12. It focuses on development in 3 areas: education, community service, and life skill development. This program empowers students to make a quantum leap towards their future. Students earn money for continuing education while participating in programs that teach new skills. The program includes tutoring, homework help, and software programs to improve skills in computer labs for school projects. Please join us in congratulating the YWCA QUAP and Mr. Mike Smith. Thank you so much for your service. Our next category is for Best Youth Athlete. The nominees for Best Youth Athlete are Carrie Glover Jr., Davion Lindner, and Dervell Wilson Jr. And the winner for Best Youth Athlete is Girl, you know I'm young. You got it. You got it. Mr. Kerry Glover Jr.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street, gonna be a big man someday. You got.
You didn't even keep it to the best part. And we was all going to join in. Carrie Glover, all right. You want to do it? Do you want to read this, sir? Carrie Glover is a 7th grade student and athlete currently attending Northeastern Middle School. Carrie has played for the BYC Raiders football and basketball teams. He is currently the starting point guard for the York Raiders 7th grade AAU team. This past summer, his whole team won the 6th grade AYBT National Championship. Carrie also was invited to attend the Phenom National Camp in San Diego, California this past July, where he made the All-Star team after competing against some of the top middle school players in the country. Let's please congratulate and encourage him to continue on being a great athlete and student. Congratulations, Carrie. Now, our last award for the evening. You guys all right? You guys gonna hang with us for one more award? All right, all right. Our last award of the evening goes to Best Sports Coach nominee. Because you can't have good players without good coaches, right? So your players are only as good as their coaches. So we would like to recognize and acknowledge our nominees, Carrie Glover, who just happens to be the father of Mr. Carrie Glover Jr. and coach. Russell Stoner, who is our head football coach for our York High Bearcats, and Mr. Rodney Washington. So, our winner is for Best Sports Coach, Mr. Carrie Glover. Is the director of the York Raiders AAU program. Carrie played high school basketball before getting into coaching and training. Carrie has been coaching since 2000 in various leagues, schools, and camps. Also a personal trainer, Carrie has worked with many local youth leagues, high school, and collegiate players. Please join us in congratulating again Mr. Carrie Glover. And please join us in congratulating all of our nominees and all of our winners for this evening's, for our first inaugural Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards. Today's event was in honor of the legacy and service and dedication that Mr. Ray Crenshaw has given to the City of York. So we have highlighted and celebrated City of York community members, businesses, and organizations that have made our community lively, diverse, and robust. We thank you for joining us this evening, and please join me and Ms. G and Morgan in welcoming back to the stage Mayor C. Kim Bracey. It has been our pleasure hosting and sharing the stage with you guys. Thank you very much. It has been a wonderful evening.
Thank you. Thank you all so very much for joining us this evening for a celebration of our York. Congratulations to all the individuals in our community that our community felt. Remember, all of you nominated and voted for these folks, so you all felt and exemplified the characteristics that we believe Mr. Crenshaw has had, his legacy of service and community giving. Thank you to our mistresses of ceremony. Go on out there and show your outfits off. Cherie McFadden, Miss Gretchen Washington Williams, Miss G, and Morgan Gilmore. Thank you all so very much. I look forward to seeing each of you and many more in this space next year for our second annual Ray Crenshaw Neighborhood Awards. Save the date, Saturday, November the 4th, 2017. We'll be right back here. Congratulations all. I'll meet everyone that way, I believe, okay, for our photos for the evening. So congratulations. Thank you all for coming out. Have a good evening.